heard you wanna. I heard you wanna chat with your girl. Chat with your girl. Chat with your girl. Chat. Business and beauty, come and confess how you make your money and say yes to the gas.
Oh, I live for that.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Today I have, I think, my favorite guest by far.
We haven't even done the episode.
This bitch makes me laugh. You make me cry. You make me poop my pants.
Me too.
Out of laughter. You are the one, the only Brittany Tomlinson.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
So much and so little at the same time. Doing nothing and doing everything.
Well, Brittany Broski, aka Brittany Tomlinson, aka Kombucha Girl, is TikTok royalty. You are the queen of all things TikTok.
Whatever that means.
Can I brag about you for a second?
Sure.
Okay. You have 6.2 million followers, 248.9 million likes on TikTok, 803 followers on Instagram. You are a viral sensation. You are the host of TikTok's For You podcast magazine and won the Outstanding TikTok Award at the Wowies, and you were also in a Super Bowl commercial. And on top of everything, you are doing a live comedy show in May.
I am.
What the fuck? I know a little bit about you. We met at the AMAs for the first time.
We met at the AMAs 2019 for the first time, and I was starstruck because you were Miss Patrick Star with the gold star. And I was like, I was with my manager at the time, and I was like, that's Patrick Star, that's Patrick Star. She was like, who? You don't get it, bitch. Yeah.
And then we worked together at the Streamies.
Mm-hmm.
You were Miss Trophy Girl. Mm-hmm. And that was like, that's when you just literally moved to LA.
Literally, I had been there.
On the stage.
I had been there for a week. I had no furniture in my apartment, and we were doing the Streamies, and it was an honor to even be there. I mean, they were like, we want you to just stand there and not say anything. And I said, perfect. Perfect. You had your little solo too.
Yeah, I had a little solo
much fun.
moment, but it was cool to backstage to get to know you and you and your history. So I want to like hear all about your success, because it's like from you being in the bank to now making bank. It's crazy.
It is very full circle, I want to say, because this was my escape as like a teenager. You know, like the internet was where I went when real life was a little too overwhelming for me. With the Streamies, that was to be in even the room as the same people where they're heralded and awarded for what they do online was surreal. And now to be in a position where people follow me and fangirl over me the way that I have so many other creators is just like, I feel like I appreciate it a lot more than, you know, if this has just happened to me and I was like, yeah, I guess I have a Twitter account. It's like I've been in the trenches of social media and I know how it works, and it just means a lot that people, you know, follow me in general.
It's crazy because it's like you're so wildly successful, because I think growing up, we go to school to be something like that our parents knew for us. And we did some digging. And so you were in an improv troupe in theater productions growing up.
I was.
You are a licensed insurance agent.
I am.
And you graduated college in 3 years magna cum laude.
Ew.
Bitch, what?
Yeah. I was very much corporate America girly. I wanted to write Super Bowl commercials. That was my like dream.
And you were in.
So to be in one was like, wow. And if it wasn't that, then I wanted to go to law school.
What?
Ooh, imagine me as a lawyer, like, that's a fucking like bench.
Wait, what kind of law?
Any type of law. Well, not like tax law, but you know, and not family law either. I kind of wanted to just go to law school and hope that the specific, you know, section found me, sort of thing, of what I became passionate for. But I did mock trial in college, which is like, we were given mock court cases and we had to prepare a defense and an opposition, and it was a whole thing. I was like, this is my calling. But then it was like, you know, I don't have the money to go to law school. I'm living on my mom's couch 6 months after I graduated college. I felt like a loser, felt worthless, and I just took the first job offer that came to me, which was essentially a pyramid scheme, just like a legitimate pyramid scheme. It was Insurance. I worked at an insurance brokerage, and they prey on that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, fresh college grad, where you have so much passion for life and you have this education that you really want to apply to the real world. They were like, it's healthcare, and we'll train you from the ground up. It's $40K a year, and then you could get commission on top of that. And I was like, let's do it. I have never been more mentally miserable in my life than at that job. So, when all this happened, it was like, I've seen the flip side of it, and I've been there where it's like, I'm broke as shit and I hate my job and I'm fucking depressed and I'm miserable. And so to go from that to what I do now is just like, God damn, like if this would have happened to me as a 16-year-old, I wouldn't appreciate it. Like, I'm sure you probably feel the same of like, if I would have been a young teenager when this all happened to me, it's like, this is just, it becomes your reality and you don't know anything else. So it's nice to have that comparison of like, damn. I've been there and it sucks. So I find that that's kind of relatable, in my content a little bit of like, I know what it's like to be struggling and in college and that like, there's not going to be a future for you and whatever. So. And
your first TikTok that you did went viral, the depression meal. And that totally relatable. And then
yeah, the first one ever.
When that happened, did you know like, I made it, I'm an influencer? Like, no?
Fuck no. I posted that at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Woke up the next morning and my friend was like, is this you? Or sent me a Reddit link. And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Because TikTok at that time was still like furries and cosplayers. And it was just like, what is going on in here on this day? And I was still working at the bank. And then I just kind of I kept posting shit. It was never like oh my God, my following. It was like, I'm humiliated that my family knows I have a TikTok.
Not until Kombucha.
Well, even then, I was like, this is just a meme. It's passing, whatever. But I made sure when I had all those eyes on me that I was posting, like accents and impressions and fucking like I'm more than just Jim Carrey faces. And I think it paid off in the end, I guess. I don't know.
So the Kombucha one, everyone knows you for.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about you being more than just the Kombucha girl.
My redemption arc.
But that popped off and it became an accidental meme via gay Twitter, like eating ass and your face associated with it.
Me when I tasted cum for the first time. I said, oh, so my boss is going to see this. Great.
And then you got reported at work.
Yeah.
Off of the meme being interpreted as other things that wasn't even your fault.
Yeah. No, my boss thought it was me doing all that. Me when I ate ass for the first time. Like me at my work desk. And I had to be like, Cheryl, this isn't me.
Cheryl.
Like, it's not, this is how the internet works. Like, it becomes public domain. And at that point, when you're 60, you don't understand how that works. So it was a lot to convince her, like, hi, I have no control over what's happening. But I still got punished for it.
So you're this young girl, like, working at the bank. And then if someone listening at home, like, what was the process for you to make that jump and leap of faith? Was it people reaching out to you to come out to LA? Like that was like, okay, this is fucking real.
Yeah, it was a conglomerate of things. I got fired. So if nobody knows that, I got fired from my job because of the meme. At that point, I had been reached out to by UTA, United Talent Agency. So I had a Hollywood agent at that point.
How did you know UTA was real?
Mutual connects. I had people follow me back that I had followed on Vine. And I was seeking advice from them, just because brands were reaching out, and a lot of it was either sending me free product or just using my face without asking me and not crediting me. And I would DM them and they would block me. It was a lot.
Oh
like
gosh.
If you don't have representation, you're just thrown to the sharks sort of thing. So I was signed to UTA and I didn't know anything about that whole world, but people kind of educated me on it.
While you were still living at home?
While I was still in Texas, yeah. I had a management company reach out to me, which was some fucking tea. It was bad.
Before UTA or after? Because UTA is a reputable agency.
Yeah, it was pitched to me as UTA was an agent. They get me deals. And then this other company that reached out to me was my management. When really they were doing the same thing. And it got me into a whole legal battle. It was kind of miserable. But you have to learn that people will fuck you if you don't know what you're talking about. So, and you don't know how the business works. So it was a learning experience. But yeah, when people reach out to me and they're like, I have brands wanting to work with me, or how much is a fair rate to ask for a TikTok or for a YouTube integration, it's like, it all depends, and people don't understand that, because when you see these Forbes or Business Insider or fucking whatever, where it's like Charlie D'Amelio makes $35 million a year. It's like, you don't know if that's true or not. Because I do a cute little Google of my name sometimes. And they're like, she makes this amount per brand deal. And I'm like, that's so off. But I don't want to correct them because then that pigeonholes you into a price range. I don't want to do that to myself. So it's all just a fucking game that you have to figure out how it works. But the move out to LA was, my lease was up in Texas. I was making money online and I was like, screw it. When am I ever going to get this chance again? And at that time, I was getting flown out all the time because it was the AMAs and it was like so much was happening around that time. And I was like, why not? So it just kind of happened.
Crazy. It's so crazy because everyone has like a different journey. But I think when I talk to like a lot of my guests, like I want to like focus on like that breakthrough of like pumpkin to carriage, you know, and like what that is, because it's like people see the carriage, they see the ride, they see the success, and they make the moves. Like they want to move to LA and stuff. And a lot of times, like, it's almost like that calling and people literally calling you to come out. So I think that's something that's important to break down. Yeah,
no, it definitely was. This wasn't just like, I'm going to move to LA and see what happens. It was becoming evident to me that my job was out here. I was doing a lot of stuff with MTV, Comedy Central, YouTube, you know, things like that, where it required me, pre-COVID, obviously, going into studios and collabing and doing all this. And I was like, why the fuck am I paying rent in Texas if I'm literally out here 3 weeks out of the month? It was just kind of, you know, it made sense. I tweeted one day, I was like, moving to LA, anybody want to live with me? And Sarah Shower, my roommate, was like, I'll do it. So we kind of met up. The first time I ever met Sarah Shower was when we moved in, on move-in day. We did everything over FaceTime. We found a place. She would go on the apartment tours and have me on FaceTime. And I was like, yeah, ask them about this and the amenities. I'm talking blah, 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 pet fee. And it all just kind of worked out. And we're still roommates. And we have a comedic partnership that is just a blessing. Like it couldn't have worked out any better, I feel like. So yeah, I think a lot of it is jumping on things at the right time and like being opportunistic, but it's also the universe has a way of doing, you know, whatever is best for you. And I think that I'm following the universe's path. Yeah.
Let's talk about trust.
Yeah, let's talk about trust.
So how do you trust people? Someone was asking me like, how is it working with your team at One Size and then Team Star? Like, how does your trust system work? Is it intuition? Is it
business-wise?
Just anything.
Well, business-wise, it's definitely like, do you understand my brand and what I bring to my side of the internet? And what I mean by that is, you know, am I going to be partnering with things that are in line for me? Taco Bell, Bud Light, you know, the things that make sense for me. Or are y'all just going to try to pitch me like Fashion Nova? Do I look like a Fashion Nova bitch to you? No. So it's like, I want to bring people on that get that, especially with how involved I am with the LGBTQ community. I want to do things that, you know, revolve around them and include that community, because they make up my audience, period. Like it's girls and gays and theys, period. Pitching me to things like Barstool or whatever, it's like, now what the like, ain't nobody from my audience gonna go watch that. So it's just, you know, do you get it? Do you want the best for me? Are you trying to make a quick buck off of me? Or are you in this for the long haul? My team that I have right now, they're in it for the long haul. They believe in me. You know, they see all the things that I want to do and they see it actualized. And that means a lot to me, because as a creator, I don't know if you probably feel this way too. I doubt myself so much. I can't do that. That is, okay, I'm dreaming a little bit too big, you know, or like, I'm not funny, I'm not talented, I'm not pretty, I'm not whatever. And they're there to remind me, yeah, I wouldn't have signed you if you were not all those things. So it gets hard because the internet is very loud in your ear sometimes. So
what does your team look like?
All the little aspects of it. Well, here's the breakdown. Here's the influencer breakdown.
There's the manager. There's you as the star.
I have an agent.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm talent. I have an agent. I have a management company. So I have 3 different managers that kind of rotate around me. They all specialize in different things. I have a business manager, I have lawyers, and I have a quasi personal assistant who also kind of functions as a manager, that books my flights and stuff like that. All in all, 35% is taken from what I do, but it takes a fucking village. Like, I can't just be like, no, I'll read my own contracts. No, like, I'm paying each member a proper fee to do what needs to be done and to protect myself. So,
and that's worth it.
it's so worth it.
Yeah.
That's how my team is stacked. And on the personal side, you know, having a community of creators that you can not talk shit to, but kind of relate to, in the sense of, it's hard being on the other side of like criticism all day for anything, literally anything. It's so different from a normal person where someone could not like your outfit on the street, but they're not going to come up to you and tell you, damn, that's ugly. On the internet, they do. Damn, you're fat and ugly. I'm like, you're so right, bestie. It's just so hard sometimes. So, you know, it's nice having creator friends be like, I get that too. So that's the team.
Interesting thing, when I asked you about trust, you said which one, business or what? But it's crazy because people sometimes associate trust with like the personal side of their heart and their brain. And I think when I talk to influencers or they ask for advice, and I'm like, which part? And that's
Exactly.
something that you've learned.
Yeah. No, the
too.
personal side is more like, well, how about this? Dating. My history with dating and men has been on dating apps, and that, you know, but that experience has been taken from me. Being a public figure, I can't trust anybody to be like, hi, you're cute. Where do you live? Like, all of that is screenshotted and put online. Done. That level of intimacy, that level of privacy has been, you know, stripped from me. And that's weird, but it's also like, do I want that distraction with what I'm doing right now? You know, like just a relationship in general, but it's gone to, and it's happened to me before where I thought I was having a conversation with someone in private and it's screenshotted and put online, and I've been tagged in it by my fans. Brittany, they screenshotted this and posted this online. I like reported their account, whatever. And I'm like, thanks y'all. But it's also like, people are going to do what they want to do. And I hate the word clout, but it definitely is for attention. You know, oh, I matched with Kombucha girl on Bumble. Cool. Who cares? But I guess a lot of people, you know, that's like a bragging thing. And it's difficult because that's your emotions and that's your vulnerability and whatever as a woman. So it's hard. It's very hard. And it gets lonely.
And then are you happy that with what you're doing now, because you have this comedy live talk show coming up literally, but do you think like all of that would happen if it weren't for you focusing on this and not on like dating right now? And are you happy with that?
Yeah, I am happy with that. It's very much, you know, in those moments of, damn, I wish I had a boyfriend. It's not enough of that to distract me from what I want to do with my life and with my career. So I hate men. I hate all men. They're a distraction. But I crave their validation, and I'm seeking therapy for it.
Was the last time you went on a date?
Oh my God, like 2 years ago? Well, COVID, obviously a whole year gone. I was not COVID dating. But yeah, probably like January 2020.
Do you think, well, you're like a celebrity, like,
or something?
No, you are, because I mean, if you have certain things taken away from you, do you think that's why like huge celebrities date each other in this circle, because they get it?
Having a partner from the same realm or the same world is nice, you know, like, and especially if they have their own issues with privacy, there's already that established trust that y'all aren't gonna make anything public that you don't want to be public, because you respect their privacy and they respect yours. When it comes to just like some bumfuck hillbilly from Dallas, Texas, and I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute, and I swipe right and we start talking, no, like, I don't have that trust. So no, I get it. The interbreeding within Hollywood, I definitely get it.
An example that comes to mind that was very, very public is like Spencer's relationship on TikTok.
God bless him.
I mean, and also all these other dramas on the internet. Have you, since then, with the very public dramas that we've seen recently, and also someone like Spencer's relationship, have you put like mental restraints on like what you share, or are you still the same as day one?
I'm still the same as day one.
Okay.
I'm very much on feminist theory TikTok.
Okay.
And it's very much like, I think about the past of dating and my idea of being a woman and being authentic and how those intersect with each other. And, you know, I do a lot of burping and farting and whatever online. Oh, look at my forehead, I'm balding. That's relatable. And I don't think that I should have to censor myself for a man or to get into a relationship and then show that later. It's like, this is who I am and what I do. I'm not going to be like, excuse me, like on the first date, fuck off.
Bitch, but you will catfish a bitch with a British impression.
Oh, you know I will. No, I did. I've catfished men with a British accent before. Sorry. Well, because it's fun. My idea of being a woman and dating is ever changing, ever evolving. And I don't really feel that pressure anymore to be ladylike and perfect and pristine.
What's a day or week like in terms of upholding your TikTok stardom status? Because every time you TikTok, I'm like, she just looks like she at home. She just cooking. She just microwaving a meal and then doing a TikTok. You're like laying in your fucking bed. And I'm like, this bitch stays paid just by being in bed. Fuck her. Meanwhile, my fat ass has to do makeup for 2 hours, cinch my back rolls, and fucking jig for a fucking coin. Literally. I have someone get my breastplate. I have another bitch tying my shoe. And I just gotta, literally, I just have to slip on the fucking pads for a fucking penny. And then you're over here in a Super Bowl fucking commercial making these sickening faces. And I'm like, that is so sickening.
Okay, Miss Business Owner. Whatever.
No, but that is just sickening.
It's definitely, I hit the jackpot.
And it's relatable.
Well, I think there's this whole revolution happening online with, we've seen the overproduced content from, specifically in my realm, comedy creators. You literally go to a set. You're like at a gas station and you bring your fucking ring lights and you have a cast of your friends and whatever. That's not really, it's not like, what are you doing that for? 100,000 likes?
Like with someone shooting the skits, like the Lele Pons looking kind of content.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
See, I'm not familiar, but it's so crazy how you've kind of crossed over into the beauty stuff, like with you and Trixie.
By accident. But I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here. I've always done it and I love it. I love beauty stuff. I love makeup. And to be in the same space where, you know, you can get ready with like Trixie Mattel or these people that they're my comfort people. And to be next to them is like, what the fuck is happening? It's an honor and it's so much fun. But yeah, I think the whole approach of just, we're all laying in bed, being sad, having mood swings, eating too much or eating too little, eating disorder check. It's just like, why try to mask that? Because people don't want to see that. And I think celebrities now, you know, the Miley Cyruses and the Doja Cats are getting praised for just showing us that side of their lives. You know, they're in the bathroom, no makeup on, no lashes on, looking bald-headed, and that's like, yes! 2 million likes, easy. So when people understand that more of like, we want to see that side of you. I don't give a fuck if you look perfect all the time. That sounds cringy, but it's true. You know, people really love that. So
I grew up, I think, as Patrick Star in like the full glam, full coverage, filtered face tune, waist tuned. 2015. Yes, exactly. Do you think it's going to become a new thing to become uncensored, unfiltered?
Absolutely. I mean, we see it with all these reality shows coming out, you know, like the most raw, unfiltered version. And it's just them like yelling at their managers. It's like, okay, I don't know.
Just say her fucking name, Nikita.
I love Sorry, girl. No, but you know what I mean. You know, you picked it up. Yeah.
Right. Flipping the table.
Roll the clip.
I was on the second season, first episode.
Of course. How was that experience? We can talk later. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and be like, these shows are so awful. Because I sit there and watch it. It's not like, you know, star quality television, but it's definitely fun and people enjoy it. The drama and the real side of it that isn't just on Instagram.
What would your show be about? Brittany Broski, what would it entail? Like unfiltered, uncensored. I imagine you in bed making TikToks, jigging, laughing.
Well, it would have to be something.
It would probably
else.
Be self-produced.
Oh, it would be it'd be me with the camera like, now I'm going to the bathroom for the third time today because I had milk. My show would probably be, I'd go on a road trip.
Oh.
It would be probably me and my friends and we'd be fighting. That'd be fun. You know, just like people love to see a group of friends interact. And so to follow a group of friends, a bunch of people that you already love doing something new, I think that's really fun. I would love to do
literally saw this happen. I mean, you're talking about the idea, but we were in line for the drag and drive drag race drive-in. And
Roll the clip.
we were we were literally in fucking line. By the way, line, aka cars lined up because it was a drive-in drag show. Drag show. And I see these hooligans like playing Chinese fire drill, twerking on a car.
Exactly.
And then I roll my window down and I'm like, get it. Wait a damn minute. I see those curtain bangs. I think that's fucking Brittany.
I see that forehead. It's reflecting the stage lights.
It was literally y'all there, and then you were next to Peter's car, my brother.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh my God, she's next to us," and you're like, "Miss Fabian!" And it was like, we're like, these bitches are crazy. They were twerking on the hood and everything.
Oh yeah, no, we were having a blast of Rooney. Well, I love Miss Violet Chachki.
Violet
Chachki is everything to me. And Violet came on with her she has this act where she like blows the fire, and I have been seeing it on Instagram, and I was geeked to see it live, and I knew it was coming. I was like, everybody pay attention. And then she did it, and I was losing my fucking mind. I pissed a little bit in my pants. Yeah, we were dancing because they picked the great music to dance to. I was having a blast. Why not?
Are you ready to dance and get up and get out?
The thing I miss the most is clubbing. Can WeHo just fucking open? Can WeHo just open? I'm done.
Well, would you be down to do a drag performance?
Maybe not. I'll MC.
I feel like you need to do a drag number.
Surely not. What would I do it to?
A country, just
Carrie
like
Underwood cosplay.
No, literally just walking down, like very look queen, just serving, getting dollars.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't
like,
expect you to fucking Kennedy Davenport the bitch.
The dancing diva. No, yeah, I would love to do Trixie's talked to me about this, of like just a co-host sort of moment at like Hamburger Mary's or something. Just like us bantering and then introducing the acts. Could be so much fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You know what they say my drag name is?
What is it?
Baby Bell Cheese. Baby Bell.
Do you love it?
Baby Bell Mattel. Girl, come on.
Baby Bell Mattel.
I love it a little bit.
They have sponsored movie premieres.
Baby Bell?
Yes.
They sent me a PR package. I shit my pants. It was just cheese. Just cheese. I was like, I'm being sponsored by cheese.
What do you love about drag? Like, what is it?
The freedom. Like, this is who you've been silencing. And to go on stage or to go online, go on a video and just have that come out. This is who I really am. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. When you think about it really, like down to a mental level, to think that it has to become your alter ego because you've been silent so much in your real life is really fucking sad. And so I love just that freedom of expression and of, I'm not holding back. And I love the glitz and the glamour, obviously, the beauty of it all. But I think that's secondary to the performance aspect of it. So the whole culture around it is just... Yeah.
It's crazy because like look at you and your cowboy hat, blonde hair, blue eyes, just as a fucking ally to us.
I love the gays. I love them. Shit. That's what my Mimi would say.
Could you say something in your country accent to all the people that don't support the LGBTQ community?
Hell is hot. That's what I have to say. Hell is hot and there's a spot for you. Man, I don't know. Especially, well, we could talk about this for hours of just like how the Christians are mainly well, I'm saying that because that's my worldview. A lot of religion in general is very anti-LGBTQ. To have that be, don't judge thy neighbor, and then you judge thy neighbor, is like are all sins equal? I don't know. How are you going to tell someone else how to live their life when you can't even figure out what the word says? Like, you're interpreting the Bible as pray for your neighbor, don't judge thy neighbor, don't condemn thy neighbor, and then you're doing all that. Like, is your sin equal to the gay person's sin? It's just, I'm very much not anti, but ex-Christian. It was a lot for me growing up. I felt very, I needed to conform
So you grew
into
up
it.
Christian.
I grew up very Christian.
Did you grow up with gay friends around you?
Always.
Really?
It's all I've ever, I've never been like, me and my straight guy friends. The fuck? Look at me. So it was always, even from middle school, high school, this has kind of been my tribe. And it's just, I was always a mental discourse with myself of I'm being told one thing, I'm being told to believe one thing, and then I'm feeling something else. So it was a lot.
Let's talk about your dreams. Like, like what's next for you? Like I heard you want to be a voice actor. Your voice is just so iconic.
bitch.
All these accents are just.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Disney Pixar. Hi Disney
think
Pixar. I
what's
know you're
gonna
watching the
happen-
Patrick Star podcast.
Sure.
Please reach out to me. Yeah, that's my dream.
It's gonna happen. So what's after?
I love this. We were talking earlier. I'm gonna tell the camera. We were talking earlier about meeting people and doing whatever. And Patrick's always like, so when it happens, I love that. It's manifestation.
It's crazy because when I first hired Miss Fabian,
Yeah,
and I was like, hey, I want you to work with me, not for me, with me to create something big. I told him, knowing that he was a little monster, I was like, we're gonna meet Lady Gaga, and he's such a huge fan, being one of the only influencers to be at the Star is Born premiere. And I was like, bitch, we just fucking met her. Crazy. Words are powerful.
Speak it into existence.
You're gonna meet Harry Styles in his hotel room.
Okay, I don't know about all that.
Yes, on behalf of TikTok, because you're a TikTok legend, and you're gonna be in a Pixar movie by 2023.
The way that you're so right.
Oh
my God. Okay, I can meet Harry maybe, but don't ever have Beyonce come near me. I will
It's gonna happen.
pass out.
It's gonna happen.
What do you say to Beyonce Giselle Carter Knowles? Hi, I love you. No, that woman has saved me so many times. It's one of those things. Well, I was talking to Fabian earlier. we were chatting about, like, you know, you get so overwhelmed in that moment when you meet someone like that. Write a note or write a letter, you know, have them just express it somehow. Girl, they can crumple it up, throw it away, I don't care, but I got it out somehow, and I was able to communicate it to him. So
We forgot to go back to your day in the life. So do you post like 5 TikToks a day? Like, what's the tea there? What is your full-time Brittany Broski?
the schedule. Go to bed at 5:30 a.m. and I'm not kidding. Wake up at 10, tired, because that's only 5 hours of sleep. Have some
real.
calls, do some bullshit. I don't know. Have a nice coffee, shit my pants. I film one YouTube video a week. So whatever that is, I make time, you know, on whatever day to do it. Send it to my editor. I post a TikTok whenever I have an idea, because I went through the phase of I need to post to grow my channel. I feel like I'm at the point now where the people that fuck with me, and I'm not really that interested in expanding that audience as much as I used to be. So whenever it's, you know, like, oh, this would be a funny character, or if I see a filter that's funny on Snapchat or Instagram, or if something funny happens to me, I'll post about it. So it's very much, I don't put that pressure on myself the way that a lot of creators when they're first starting out are like, oh my God, I have to be funny and entertaining and do this, and oh my God, do it and 3 times a day and whatever. Oh my, what are my optimal posting times? Girl, no. It matters, but it doesn't at the same time. If the minute that you stop having fun, it's over. And I had that moment. I was like, this is not fun to me anymore. I don't want to do this. I want to delete my channels 3 times a week, but I don't, because what am I going to do? Go work at the bank? No. And it's also like, I'm being ungrateful in those moments, but they're few and far in between. But yeah, that's a day in the life. It's just content when I feel like it, because when I push myself too hard, it backfires.
For me, I feel sometimes like I feel guilty that I have to have social media watching time because my schedule is so busy.
Right.
So, and sometimes I even hate, like, I'm like, oh my God, I have to post. I have to find the times. I have to find the time to make the content. But then I'm like, wait, like, watching social media and enjoying it,
right,
and finding people like you
lose it somewhere
like,
along the way,
right? I have to like allow myself to watch it and then find that happiness again to
who
post.
do you watch? Just the most, you just get the whole tea update on everybody and everything, or who do you have favorites?
Sometimes if I have like an early day, I'll like, you know, if I end at like 8 and I'll order dinner and I'll like, oh, let's see what's on my subscription page or on my explore page, and then I'll like, I mostly watch TikTok in bed. So I'll like watch or be on my couch and spend like 2 hours, 3 hours on the toilet just watching 5:30 a.m. watching TikToks. And then if it happens to come across my For You page or somewhere, it's, you know, I'll just be on there. But what turned me off was seeing all of the drama that happened and being a beauty creator and people saying, oh my God, you're problematic or you're not in drama. It's just like, it gets so overwhelming. So I just wanted to not watch people for so long. So I was watching like home stuff, lifestyle, fitness, and food.
Yeah.
Like just watching stuff that didn't have a personality just to kind of like clear my brain.
Yeah. At that point, you know, where you're the Trisha Paytases or the Gabby Hannas, it's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You are controversial. I don't even know what they do anymore. You know what I mean? Like from where they both started to where they are now, I can't tell you. And it's one of those things too, to go back to, am I enjoying the content that I'm watching? And are we as creators putting out content that people should enjoy watching? I have to remind myself that, you know, if I didn't know who I was, would I laugh at this? It's hard sometimes.
I remember in the beginning, I would literally be obsessed with watching my videos over and over because I was like, wow, I'm entertained.
Right.
And then I'm sure you would watch it over and like giggle to yourself, the skits.
Well, that, but it was more like, how could this be misinterpreted? Like watching out for myself.
crazy.
If there was ever a, you know, did I say this and that's not how I meant it, or, you know, this was in the background. Oh, fuck me, like take it, delete it, like that sort of thing. Like I've done brand deals before, filming brand deals, and it'll be so funny and so perfect, and they'll be like, you had a Coca-Cola can in the background, and I have to redo it all again. So it's like these little things that you never even think about, you have to care about now. So it's just, look, what am I going to complain about doing a brand deal? No, but also like it's just it's a lot when being yourself is your job. It's taxing sometimes.
You're literally like a pioneer of comedy, female empowerment, ally on TikTok. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, we have a segment called Doing the Most. Are you ready to play before we wrap?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Doing the most, bitch.
Who do you think is doing the most?
In life,
Yes. Anyone.
I want to say Nikita, but I know she's your girl.
A few people have said Nikita.
Nikita Dragon usually is doing the most at any moment in time.
Yes.
But you know what? She's in her bag, I guess. So you do what you got to do, girl.
Yes. One reason. One solid example. What would you say?
Intentionally getting into arguments with people for what? You love it. You have to love it at that point. I don't want to I don't want to be wrapped up in anything Nikita Dragon wise. Keep me away. She knows what she's doing. She's entertaining. Her job is to be an entertainer. She keeps us entertained, I guess.
True.
I don't know.
I've known that bitch since day one of Nikita, when the
Crazy.
dragon was hatched from the egg.
The dragon egg was hatched.
Literally. What means the most to you?
Relationships.
Really?
Friends. Yeah.
Friends. Okay, so when were you the most messy?
Like physically or
Anything.
like drama
Messy.
wise? When was I the most messy? I don't really involve myself with that shit. I don't like it. I don't well, I don't want to get canceled, but it's also like at the point where you're involved, it's no longer fun. You know what I mean? So I don't. I'm very clean.
What
I
kind
keep
of
my pussy clean. Sorry, take that out.
what? We will. How do you show your liquid love?
Liquid love.
Yes,
Lonnie
you're-
love. I don't know what that
I'm just kidding. Like, what kind of drunk are you? Are you lovey-dovey? Are you touchy? Are you like fighter drunk? Like,
Well, it depends what I'm drinking.
oh really?
Yeah.
Which accent comes out for what?
Exactly.
liquor? Oh wow.
Oh, if I'm on the vodka, you can expect this all night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you'll be like, do you know, you won't go for bathroom with me, babe. Do you know what I mean? I'm not playing Ariana Grande. Yeah. If it's tequila, I'm country.
Really?
But it's very much, I want to dance. When I get drunk, I want to dance. When I take an edible, horny.
okay.
Next.
What is the most expensive thing you have?
You know, I haven't done any big girl purchases yet. I'm waiting when COVID is, you know, kind of wrapped up. I want to go into a Burberry store and get a Burberry bag. That's going to be my first big girl purchase. I'm getting a new car soon. That'll probably be it.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. I'm hyper aware of how fast this money comes and how fast it goes away. So I haven't yet been like, let me get my YSL with my fucking Chanel earrings. Like, I'm not, yeah. I'd love it, but it's fleeting.
I'm going to check you, bitch, in 5 years in your Texas house.
When I'm, hey, y'all, come in. My big $1 million mansion in Austin, yeah.
Yeah, T. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming.
This was so fun.
Yeah, you're like so sickening. And when I found out all the tea about how smart you are, it's like, I just want people to know, like, you are so fucking successful. Because I think it takes really someone fucking sickening and intelligent to be as big as you are. It's not just by chance. You really put in the work and you really seize opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you guys want to follow Miss Brittany Broski, be sure to follow her on TikTok, Instagram, for a good laugh. Be sure to follow us on Say Yes to the Guest for all the cute photos together. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Say Yes to the Guest. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast and follow at Say Yes to the Guest on all social platforms. Remember, you are successful. Now go out and be the bad bitch you truly are. Can't wait to chat with you next time. Bye.